What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be a quick update for you on the Sirius Pv 415 watt bifacial panels. I've been running them for almost 2 weeks and they've been doing really good. Right now we are making right around 2,000 watts. It's kind of a partially cloudy day. It's coming and going. Looks like we're going to kick up to 2,300 watts on a 2,500 watt array. So like I said, doing really good. On a daily average, I'd say we're making between 12 and 15 kilowatt hours on this 2,500 watt array, which is pretty good for being up here in the north. So I've been keeping a close eye on them in all weather conditions. I've got some really heavy rain, some clouds, some sun. I'm going to do a couple different tests on them, so I'll take you around the back now and show you what we've got. Alright guys, for the first weather condition we have a complete monsoon. It is raining sideways out here today. It's about 12:15, shortly after noon, so not quite peak solar hours yet. As you can see, it's absolutely downpouring, really dark skies, super heavy rain, and we're making about 135 watts right now. So next to nothing, but that is to be expected on such a heavy cloud cover, heavy rain, stormy day. We'll hang tight. Hopefully we get some decent weather this afternoon and we can have a second look at what the panels are making. Okay, the rain is all done. It's been about an hour. It's 1:15 in the afternoon, so coming right up on peak solar hours for where I am here in Canada. As you can see, the really dark skies have moved east of us. It's a little bit lighter directly over top of me now, and we're making just shy of 1,000 watts, 950 watts. So for a 2,500 watt array, that's a pretty good performance for a cloudy day like this. I'm pretty happy with that. That is more than I would make with the other panels on a good day, so I'll take that all day long. Well, it's hard to believe it's only been a few hours since that torrential downpour, but things are looking a lot better now. We've got bright blue skies. As soon as those clouds went away, the sun came out nice and bright, the deck was shiny and wet, the panels were cool from the rain, and we peaked right at 2,822 watts, which is pretty impressive for a 2,500 watt array. These Sirius panels were definitely taking advantage of the bifacial boost. That's around 470 watts per panel. So that's a pretty good number. It gives me an idea for another test. I'm going to wait until tomorrow, right around midday when the panels are nice and hot, and we'll cool them off with the garden hose and just see what kind of improvements that brings to the numbers. All right, it's the next day. We ended up having a pretty good total number yesterday, 12 kilowatt hours for the day, which is decent given the morning conditions there up until about 1 p.m. So it's another sunny day. We've got a few clouds in the sky, but nothing coming across for the next few minutes. So right now we are making just shy of 2,000 watts. I'm going to go ahead and hose these panels down and just see what kind of improvements we can get on the panels, see how bogged down they are by the day, the midday heat, see if we can bump these numbers up a little bit by cooling them off. All right, the panels are fully soaked. I did make sure to go around and get each and every one thoroughly wet. We did make a little bit of an improvement here at 2,084 watts. Not quite as much as expected, but it did improve the overall efficiency. That could be a good sign, meaning these panels don't get bogged down too badly by the midday heat, or it's just not quite hot enough to really slow them down. Either way, pretty satisfied with the Sirius panels results in all weather types so far. Okay, for the final test in this video, I had this random idea the other day. I have this big white camping tarp. It's actually kind of a light gray, but it's close enough to white. So I want to screw it to the fence and just kind of angle it up to see if we can bounce a little bit of light onto the bottom side of the panel, the bifacial side, and just see if that gives us any kind of boost in power, see if that affects the wattage in any way. Nothing real scientific, more of just a random idea, but I thought we'd give it a shot, so I'm going to go ahead and get it screwed to the deck and we'll see what it does. Okay, the tarp is ready to go. We've got it screwed to the fence. I'm going to pull it back. Right now we're making 2,126 watts, so we will get the tarp stretch out, bounce a little light, and check back in with the app to see if we've gained anything. Okay, so with the tarp stretched out, you can definitely see a little bit more light under the bottom of the panels. Not really direct reflected sunlight, but a little more illumination for sure, and it did help a little bit in the wattage. We gained about 135 watts. We're sitting at 2262. So again, nothing real scientific. We are bouncing a little more light up on the bottom of those panels, and it does help a tiny bit. Not enough that I would try to mount anything out here permanently, but kind of proof that, you know, you can bounce a little bit of light back with white rocks or something similar. Okay, I was going to call it a wrap on this video, but I had one more thing I wanted to try. I've got the Blue Eddy pulled out here, and one of these solar panels facing down. I got to give a quick shout out to Rodney Hunt for this idea. He just did a video on these. If you haven't seen his channel before, go check it out. But basically, I've just been waiting on this all day. It's been raining all morning, so we finally got a little break in the rain. It's still really cloudy out, but as you can see, I hope you can see that. We're doing right around 150 watts. I had 160 a couple minutes ago. It's kind of hovering right around that area, but yeah, right on the back of the panel, 150 watts. And that is with the cables, the MC4s, all that stuff, kind of obstructing some of the cells. You know, if you shade part of the panel, you do lose some efficiency. So that's a pretty good result for the back of the panel, all that stuff in the way, right around 160. Well, once again, I'm very satisfied with the Sirius Pv panels so far. Like I said, I've only had them about 2 weeks, but the results are looking pretty promising. Obviously, the long-term stuff will come with time, but they look pretty good. The construction is nice. The overall build quality seems very solid. So if you are looking for a new set of solar panels, these are going to be a pretty good competitor as far as price for performance. I'll have the links to them below. You can check them out on the Signature Solar website. Once again, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.